Hi, I'm Brian. I've been coming to C3 since November last year. That works out about 7 months now. We actually were going to another church, my wife and I. My wife is Lisa. We've been going there for quite a while, and God was speaking to me that I had more to give. It was a journey of around about 18 months, 2 years, where God was speaking to me and showing me that I needed more in my life and I wanted to serve Him more. Through prayer, through fasting, God actually spoke to us to move from the church that we were at, and God opened the door to us about C3. I actually grew up in a church environment through different things. Divorcing my first wife, I went very feral. I really walked away from God. I walked away from church. I just found that a lot of Christians were real hypocrites, and that really cut me. And I just had nothing to do with them for a long time. So I just went out and I just lived a wild life. Yeah, got a job where I was travelling the world. Just the lifestyle was, I won't go into the nitty gritty, but it was pretty wild. Well, I was actually up in Brisbane at a work conference. I had everything I wanted. I had a great job, world travel. I was very high up in the company, and it was just me. I got to the stage where I just had nothing. I just felt lonely. When I hit rock bottom, I just felt as though I was sitting on a chair in the middle of the universe with nothing around me whatsoever. So while I was up in Brisbane, in the motel room, very early one morning, I actually climbed over the railing looking down from 10 floors up, and I was about to jump and kill myself. And I actually heard God behind me speak to me. And that was when I actually turned around, and there was no other person in the room, but I knew it was God speaking to me. And He said to me, "What would your children say at your funeral?" I'm getting goosebumps now just telling you the story. So I climbed over the railing. I actually rang my sister, a beautiful Christian lady, and I spoke to her until my phone went flat. And the next day I flew back to Sydney, went and saw her, and I actually gave my life to Christ over the phone with her. And yeah, that's where my journey started. And it was a fairly long, slow journey, just getting myself back into, number one, a mental state, but number two, letting God work in me because of where I'd been, and letting Him just mould me. And I found that having good Christian people around me, the pastor of the church at the time was spending quite a lot of time with me as well, helping me on my journey. And that was when I actually found I needed to give my entire life to Christ, because if I didn't, what's the point? At that stage, back in May 2013, my life could have ended. Therefore, I would have had absolutely nothing. So the way I look at it now, God's got everything of mine. God gave me a wonderful wife. We've been married a bit over 4.5 years now. He's given us a wonderful, secure future, a relationship with our grandchildren. He's given me my relationship back with my 2 daughters, which I lost through the divorce. All I can do is be aware of giving to people, whether it be financially, whether it be time, whether it be of my talents, whether it be of my knowledge. But I just want to give because God gave it to me. I'm not going to go to heaven hanging on to it all. I need to give it. And that's what the Bible says. It talks about giving of yourself, whether it be your finances, whether it be your talents, whatever, but you give of yourself.